These next clips are an absolute pleasure to watch. Donald Trump's kooky lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, has turned on Donald Trump's kooky lawyer, Sidney Powell. Now, there are about 4 or 5 layers of hilarity here. The first layer of hilarity is that weeks ago, when Sidney Powell appeared to go crazy at these events at which she appeared with Rudy Giuliani, claiming Hugo Chavez and Venezuela, Cuba, Antifa were all involved in stealing the election. Oh, George Soros, too. Trump put out a statement saying this woman has no involvement with us, period. She's working by herself. Then Rudy Giuliani went just as bonkers himself, telling us about as crazy of a story about what happened with the election. Then Trump had Sidney Powell at the Oval Office on Friday, and she was the one pushing Trump to do absolutely ridiculous things like trying to forcibly seize voting machines. And then the latest just incredible event in this series of embarrassment is that Rudy Giuliani appeared yesterday on Sean Spicer's Newsmax program and appeared to turn on Sidney Powell. Now, before we even get to that, Sean Spicer's Newsmax program. Yes, Sean Spicer, Donald Trump's former White House press secretary, has a show on Newsmax. That alone is hilarious, but I can't even focus on that because we have to get to what Rudy says. Here is Rudy insinuating that Sidney Powell's approach is outside of rationality, common sense, and the law. Take a look.
Right. And I know some of these folks have picked her up going in and out of the West Wing. But is she, to the best of your knowledge, meeting with the president about some of these strategic moves to either impound or seize voting machines or become a special counsel to investigate fraud?
Well, look, it's my responsibility as the president's lawyer, along with Jenna and some of the others. We're going to be extremely aggressive. We're going to fight for our client as hard as we can. But we're also going to do it within the bounds of rationality, common sense, and the law. And it can be done. There's no reason to go beyond anything. This election was a theft. It can be proven. I can tell you one simple thing that would prove it, make the American people feel really good. 5 or 6 of these crooked governors could let us have access to the machines.
What's really just Kafkaesque here is that Rudy Giuliani is no voice of reason. Rudy Giuliani is pursuing ideas that are almost as nutty as what he's saying Sidney Powell is going too far with, but he says she's going too far and she's not working with us. Well, Rudy, you're doing things that are essentially as bonkers as what she's doing. Here is Rudy in plain English saying Sidney Powell is on her own. Rudy, by the way, appears to be doing the interview from a restaurant. It sounds like there's silverware clanking in the background.
But I want to bring you back to these reports that in the Oval Office, Sidney Powell, who had been part of your legal team until she was dismissed, has been there at least 3, potentially 4 times. So there's a rumor that she is trying to become, or people are advocating that she be appointed special counsel and that their voting machines be seized. Can you tell us what's happening in the Oval Office and what her role will be?
Let me say definitively, Sidney Powell is not part of our legal team. She hasn't been for 5 weeks. She is not a special counsel for the president. She does not speak for the president, nor does she speak for the administration. She speaks for herself. And she's a fine woman, a fine lawyer, but whatever she is talking about, it's her own opinions. I'm not responsible for them. The president isn't, nor is anybody else on our legal team.
So now Rudy is both distancing himself from Sidney Powell, but at the same time not. And what I mean by that is he says she's not part of the legal team. Well, we knew that. We knew Trump claimed that weeks ago. Rudy says she's not special counsel. Well, we know that right now she's not special counsel. The story is Trump is thinking about making her special counsel. Rudy says she doesn't speak for the president. No one claimed she did. She's not his press secretary. And Rudy says she doesn't speak for the Trump administration. Again, nobody has claimed that. So notice how Rudy distances while not actually refuting the assertions, which include Sidney Powell was at the Oval Office on Friday. Sidney Powell met with Trump. Sidney Powell suggested a seizure of voting machines, and Trump is thinking about appointing her special counsel. Rudy doesn't debunk any of that. He just generally distances. And then lastly, and this is so funny, here's Rudy on Newsmax with Sean Spicer, now attacking Fox News, saying Fox News won't let him on anymore to make his voter fraud claims.
I can't get on ABC, NBC, CBS. Can't even get on Fox anymore. If I say the word fraud, I'm thrown off the network. I'm sorry. There was fraud. I'm telling the truth, and they're lying.
Completely indistinguishable from parody at this point. Very strange times that we live in. I'm shocked daily that this is real life. And speaking of Fox News, let's talk about what happened there. I want to take a second to tell you about one of our sponsors, S&H Masks. S&H Masks has everything you need when it comes to face masks and other protective gear for COVID-19, and they're giving my audience 20% off. S&H Masks is the company that I've personally been going to for face masks. I love and trust the products they sell, and that's actually why I reached out to them about being a sponsor. I've tried tons of different face masks this year, like many of you, and I still have not found a mask that is more comfortable or easier to breathe in than the washable cotton masks that they sell. It's made of a silky, lightweight cloth that feels great on the skin, has a convenient adjustable strap, and it features a disposable 5-layer particle filter made of activated carbon. They also have disposable cloth masks, which are really comfortable, as well as all of the other gear like face shields, alcohol wipes, no-touch infrared thermometers, and all of their prices are very reasonable. I also love S&H Masks because they've donated over 60,000 masks to healthcare institutions. They're an excellent company. Shipping is just $5 and shipping is free on orders over $150. You can get there by going to davidpakman.com/mask. The link is under this video, and you can save 20% on everything in their store when you use the coupon code DAVID.